internet has enabled a vast amount of talented musicians to come to the light and showcase their talent and hard work. Platforms like YouTube, Spotify, and their earlier crappy cousin SoundCloud have changed the way people listen to music and musicians the way they present their art. And it cannot be understated how revolutionary these platforms were for musicians and for music lovers. For fans especially, in a country like this, it's very difficult to get your hands on any new releases, let alone be picky about your favorite bands. And for musicians, the barrier to entry was exceptionally high to play, record, and release your music. All of these things were super expensive. It required the utmost dedication for you to be a musician. And even then, it was a huge risk. There's not really much of a reward. Two things happened with the rise of technology. The tools to record and manipulate sound became cheaper and more accessible. And the internet gave new ways for musicians to broadcast their work. Essentially, what happened is bedroom musicians, such as myself, came out, so to speak. This shifted the way the music industry worked, and there's countless pop artists that used YouTube as an initial platform for their rise to fame. These are artists like Dua Lipa, The Weeknd, Charlie Puth, and our age's great poet and philosopher Justin Bieber. That shift didn't just happen for pop artists, it happened for musicians across the board, especially guitarists. You got a new generation of young, growing talents on YouTube that you can see them evolve live in front of you. People like these guys, for example. From Animals as Leaders. Or these incredible Ibanez signature artists that just countless others. You can pick practically any shred video from Jared Dines and whatever you land on will be mind-blowing. All right, as an example, this guy. When you tune into the music there, you realize it's all virtuosity. The intent is pushing the boundaries of the instrument, really. I mean, going back to this Tim Henson Polyphia song called Ego Death. And it's got guitar god Steve Vai in it making a guest appearance. But if I'm honest, the two bits that really stuck with me during this song, number one was Steve Vai coming in to make things a little bit more easy on the ears. Imagine bringing in Steve Vai to tone down the complexity. Number two is that sweet trumpet line at the end. These are all amazing, but it's not why we love music. Which brings me back to the hero of this video, Chris Buck. Let me remind you first of Chris Buck, this video. So this is a different breed, someone that blends the impressiveness and the virtuosity of a really technical player. I mean, look at the precise bends and this finger-picking style he has. And still prioritizing the music, Chris Buck serves the song while still being very much center stage. He clearly spent innumerable hours perfecting and honing his craft, but he also produces something that makes you want to play music. And that's really why he's my favorite from the up-and-coming guitarists. He's so musical, yet still extremely impressive. It's important to note that there's space for all kinds of guitarists. Everyone essentially is on a constant journey to perfect and evolve with their sound. There's space for virtuosity and pushing the instrument forward. And there's space for the Chris Bucks of the world. We're just after our hearts. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.